Hey teachers, in this video we're going to talk about a scenario where you and your PLC have decided to add some content to Canvas for your students, but instead of everyone in your PLC creating the content all individually, what you're going to do is divvy it up. So you're doing parts of it and then share it with each other. And the way you share it with each other in Canvas is through the comments. So let's look at how to do this. Now the first step obviously is to log in to the Canvas course. So we're going to go to sso.ems-ist.net, which is our single sign-on to log in. Mine autofills, but your credentials here are the same as your computer credentials. It would be the same login you use to turn your computer on. That's going to automatically log me into our district resources. I'm going to click on Canvas. See how quickly that went? I didn't have to know the fancy Canvas address or anything. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the course that I want to share my content with. We're not going to go over how to create the content here. We're just going to go over how to share the content. So once I've got this module done, let's say I want to share things out of this module. If I just want to share the instructions or this file or this assignment or this quiz, I would go to the little dots here, the little snowman, at the end of the individual item and then hit share to commons. In this case, I'm going to go ahead up here to the whole module. I'm going to share this whole module. So maybe my job was module 1. The other people in my PLC are to do other modules. So I want to share this whole thing. This Commons favorites is not what we want. That's something you set up ahead of time in Commons. If you've done that, you don't need to watch this video. So let's assume that's not where we're going. We want share to Commons originally. So share to Commons. And here are our options for sharing it to Commons, because we can't just dump a whole bunch of stuff that's just named Module 1 in there. So we have options at the top: sharing and licensing. Is this an update to a previously shared resource? If this is an update to something that's already been in there, you would select that. But that's not the case here. So we're going to leave that unchecked. Who can view the resource? If you wanted this just to be available to you for, say, future courses, you would click Only Me. Since we're sharing this with people in our PLC or even CLC, we're going to select all of Eagle Mountain Saginaw will be able to view it. We can leave the license as copyrighted, that's fine. And then the title. So you want to make this really specific, right? U.S. History Unit 1. Yeah, so we'll just leave this BHS U.S. History Unit 1. That's going to make it easier to find. So now in the description, you can type in Boswell High, yada, 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 right? So we had all the description in there. And then tag-wise, this is where searching becomes super easy, is with these tags. It's kind of like hashtags or whatever. So I'm going to type in U.S. History and then hit the Enter key, and it creates that tag. And then I can add other tags. I can type Boswell. So there's those tags there, so that my colleagues, when they're looking for this in Commons, they can type in the search bar U.S. History and Boswell, and it'll bring this up. So Canvas also requires you to put an image on here. Because I had U.S. History as a tag, it's going to pull up history related pictures. You can add your own pictures up here. So if you wanted to add a picture of your face, that's going to make it super easy for your colleagues to find you. Add that one in general. You don't have to do this part, but it's gonna make things easier to find. It helps to clean things up in Canvas. So maybe do this. So actually, U.S. History would be just 11th. Oh no, there we go, 11th grade. And then I hit share. So once it's shared, that's it. It is out there in the Commons. So let's say that now, okay, I've shared my part. I need to grab what the other people in my group have done. So I'm going to go over to Commons here on the left column, and then I'm going to search in Boswell, and okay, so here's a whole bunch of stuff from Boswell. Let's say that I need to grab this module, right, that Mr. Weaver has done. So what I'll do is I'll click on it and double check to make sure that this is exactly what I want. Okay, so it's got the preview. We can go to details, make sure that this is exactly what we need. All right, good job, coach. And I'm going to hit import and download, and then I can tell it which course that I'm going to put it into. All right, so you're going to have a bunch of courses here, so you can type in the course that you want to search for here. Once you're done, hit this import into course, and you see it gives you a green success bar. You have successfully started the import. Notice this says started, not completed. It will take a little while for your course to show the change. So let's go back to courses, hit sandbox, and this was a module. So, oh, there it is. It was quickly done already. Sometimes if it's really big, if you transfer like a whole course over it, it's not going to be that fast. But there you go. That was the simple process. Again, it's the little three dots, share to Commons, fill out the form. To grab one, go to Commons, search for it, import. Easy.